Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Chantilly Racecourse here on Sunday. It is the 5th of July 2020. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Chantilly, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and also join me next Wednesday through Sunday for my Keeneland previews. It's a very special summer meeting from Keeneland, first time I believe it's ever happening, so join me for some Keeneland previews. Also join me next Thursday through Saturday for my Newmarket previews with the return for the July Cup and the return of the July course. So join for that, and also join me for the Dante next Thursday, I believe. So it's an excellent week of racing. This week was great. Last week was great. This week's even better, I think. But let's get to the stakes racing on today's program from Chantilly. We're going to be looking at races 4 and 5, basically the French Oaks and Derby. Let's get to it right now. The fourth race from Chantilly, it's the featured Group 1 PRIX Du Jockey Club. It's Group 1 event going for a purse just over $1 million. Race for 3-year-olds only. Field of 17 horses going the distance of ground of 2,100 meters or a mile 5/16 here in the French Derby. The top selection, I like the 6-horse Victor Ladurum. I'm going to go 6-3 in the forecast exacta. 6-3 forecast exacta. Top selection 6-horse Victor Ladurum. Godolphin Doan. Andre Farb trains. Miguel Barcelona's on this one. This trio called by Chamardal, who sadly lost this past winter, but his offspring, basically the last 18 months, they've always been running great, but the last 18 months, they've been putting on shows, and good thing, Chamardal also won this race back in 2004 or 5, and, he was a very good horse, but I think he's even a better sire than a racehorse. But Victor Ladurum, he put on a show, I thought, last time out at Deauville, June the 1st, a yielding round, 1 mile in the Group 1 in the Poulet d'Essai de Poulins, the French 2,000 guineas, and he won by 1.5 lengths and had a dream trip at 2-1 on a little demanding ground. Sat back early, slowly moved his way up. When he quickened up, the race is over. Very good run, definitely an improvement off his layoff race. First off the break at Longchamp, 1 mile in the Group 3 Prix de Fontainebleau. He finished third by 2 3/4 lengths in the summit, ran that terrific race on the front end. Had everything his own way. This horse drawn wide, very demanding ground, wheels are spinning. He needed the race there off the break, and then before that, in the Group 1 Prix Jean-Luc Lagardière at Longchamp, 1 mile. October the 6th, he won by 3/4 length there, and he got the job done against a very tough group of horses. But a lot of people are saying that was his best race, and it was up until that point. I thought his after that his Guineas race at Deauville was even better, but he still ran decently there. And then back here, Chantilly on the lawn, 1 mile in a conditions race, winning by 3.5 lengths, quickening up easily. He was much the best there, and his debut at Longchamp in early September, again much the best there from that stupidly wide post draw. Going to the mile 5/16 today shouldn't be a problem. He's drawn okay. I would like him drawn a little wider, but I think you get a good trip from there. Let's use him. Your second likeliest winner, if Victor Ladurum doesn't show up, I think the 3-horse Gold Trip could get a piece of it. 3-year-old buyout trip. He's my slate Longchamp price. Stefan Pasquier is on this one for Fabrice Chapet. 10-1 here. His most recent outing came in the Group 2 Prix Gaffoul at Léon Paris in mile 3/8 in early June, where he won by a length. Again, not the world's toughest horses, but he got the job done, breaking his maiden there. Before then, a conditions race at Saint-Cloud over the mile and a quarter, he finished second by 1 3/4 lengths, and off the break, he got around the race course well. If the ground shows up a little soft, and he gets a good trip on the outside, watch him at the end. He's a horse you definitely want to use on your exacta forecast tickets, and definitely use him in the play spots. But to recap my selection for the fourth from Chantilly, it's the Group 1 PRIX Du Jockey Club. Let's take the 6-horse Victor Ladurum as a top selection. We'll also give kudos to the 3-horse Gold Trip. Can't speak. I'm going to go 6-3 in the forecast exacta. So now let's get to the 5th race from Chantilly, which is the Group 1 Prix de DIANE. It's Group 1 event going for a purse $676,500. Race for 3-year-olds only, through a fillies only field of 11 horses, going again the mile 5/16 journey, or 2,100 meters on the turf course. My top selection, I like the 4-horse Rabia. I'm going to go 4-8 in the forecast exacta. 4-8 forecast exacta. Top selection of 4-horse Rabia. Through a filly by See the Stars. Christian Demers on this one for Jean-Claude Rouget. The horse's most recent outing came the 14th of May at Longchamp, mile 3/8 in the listed stakes, and the horse won by 4 that day. And off the break, she put on a show. Didn't get to the bottom of the horse at 2-1. Sat a little close that day, quickened up nicely. That's the kind of race you want to see before the big one. Good run. Before that, Consummare's 23rd of January, Mount Court on the poly track and conditions race. She won by 3 lengths. She didn't break so well that day, but she took the shortest rate around from the rail. She just kept going, quickening up easily, and again, didn't get to the bottom of the horse. Very good run. She's bred for the Mile Quarter. I like the 9-bearer post draw. You know, let's take her here at 3-1. Your second likeliest winner, I think, would be the 8-horse Peaceful for the Ian O'Brien gang here. The real filly by Galileo. Shamie Hefferman comes in for the ride. Most recently, the Irish 1000 Guineas, she won by 2 lengths there, and she just ran a terrific race, quickening up easily off the break. That was very impressive. Before that, Newmarket 1 mile in November in a conditions race, finished second by a neck there, and she just couldn't catch the winner, but she was mowing them down late. And then before that, Thurles 1 mile in October in a main race, she won by 7, and she was just much the best there. She's really been improving since that Thurles race. She has a very good post draw at 9-2. We'll also use her here, but I think Robia is going to be very hard to beat. So to recap my selection for the 5th from Chantilly, it is the featured French Oaks or the Group 1 Prix de DIANE. Let's take the 4s, Robia as a top selection. Also give kudos to the 8-horse Peaceful, and we'll go 4-8 in the forecast exacta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck to everybody.